Alright, something else about hussars is the crossbelt. Now this is something many units had, but quite specifically with hussars, I think this was something that was more typical for hussars than other units, were these things. These chains here. So for this crossbelt, I am currently modifying this. It's a lot plainer than this one. It's just got a silver little cartridge belt with a skull and crossbones emblem on there. But no decoration, no chains or anything like that. This particular crossbelt here is an antique. Probably comes from the 1930s or a bit earlier. This is Italian. I think this emblem here is King Carlos Victor, something like that. He was the last Italian king, fascist king. So like I say, the 1930s. You can find a few of these in online auctions, usually in much poorer condition than this one. This still even has its little jewels and the eyes of the bird here, the eagle or whatever this bird is supposed to be, and they rarely have that. Cartridge belts, you know, everything works nicely. Opens up, nothing inside there, of course. All its original hooks and things, but these chains that I was talking about, by this stage, in the 20th century, this has become purely decorative. You have this little shield here with these little arrows, chains dangling down from this eagle emblem here. But in the 19th century, originally what these were removable little arrows. You'd be able to pull these out by the chain and they'd be hooked on. The chains would be quite a bit longer, and these were called pickers, which were hardened steel little arrows. What the hussars would do is ride to enemy guns, stab these in the touchholes of the cannons, snap them off, and then ride away, which would destroy the cannon. So this was basically the 19th century version of thermite. When I say that, I mean, you know, thermite was used for welding the breeches of guns. You stick it in there and set it off, and the guns become unusable, the artillery I should say. And that's what these were for, making artillery unusable. And that was their job of light cavalry. They were meant for harassing, scouting, spying, sabotage. Well, not really sabotage, but in that specific case, yes. Things like lances, they didn't really lend themselves to that sort of role, and a lot of other troop types. Whereas this was really something that hussars were very adept at doing. But as with a lot of things, hussar uniforms, aspects of the hussar uniform did become fashionable and it influenced other units. So you'd see this kind of decoration on a hell of a lot of different unit types that would never do that kind of work. You'd never find them anywhere near enemy guns, but it just became that popular. And that's the way uniforms sort of adapt and evolve. Things become popular and get adapted to other uniforms even though they perform no useful purpose. It's just how it is.